Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We have found out that Ciri is not in Novigrad. We found that out when we were able to rescue Dandelion from the clutches of the Temple Guard, and he told us what happened, when he last saw Ciri, and we don't know where she's gone. We suspect she's gone to Skellige because she was looking for Geralt and Yennefer, and we know Yennefer's in Skellige, but we don't know much more beyond that. We've been doing some side quests, like we've been helping Zoltan collect some cards and things like that. So without any further ado, let's see what we're going to do next. So let's take a look at our quest list. Destination Skellige, level 16. Secondary quest, lowest level 14 it looks like. We got a few level 14 quests actually. Witcher contract, level 22 looks like the lowest there. And level 23 is the lowest level treasure hunt. So let's take a look at some of those level 14 side quests. So Now or Never. Now or Never is an interesting one because from what I've been told, or from what I understand, this is the quest in which you lock in Triss as a romance option if you want to. Now, I haven't really seen Yennefer since the beginning of the game where we met Emperor Emhyr, and we know that Triss and Yennefer are the two main romantic interests. So I'm not going to do Now or Never until I go to Skellige to meet with Yen and get a feel to decide who I want to lock in as my choice. Cabaret. Is meet Dandelion in the morning at the Rosemary Thyme, and the soldier statuette is talk to Triss about the statuette. So I imagine the soldier statuette is going to be locked out until after Now or Never. So let's go with Cabaret. Quick recap. Ever since that fateful eve near 20 years ago, when my dear friend Geralt and I visited a no longer extant cabaret in the once beautiful city of Oxenfurt, I have longed with every fibre of my being to become the owner of just such an establishment. When Alonzo Wiley, more commonly known as Whoreson Sr., left me the Rosemary Thyme in his will, my dreams finally began to assume a more concrete form. When Priscilla lent her support to the endeavour, the scales tipped decidedly towards action and the ball threatened to start rolling. I needed just a few things more to begin my planned remodeling of the Rosemary Thyme into a cabaret, and so I turned to Geralt, the fiercest fetcher in the world. I was at last free, and never had the nectar of liberty tasted so sweet. No matter how I slurped, I could not imbibe it fast enough. I filled every waking hour, and quite a few sleeping ones, with fevered activity. There was so much to do, and so little time in which to do it. Since the Witcher had proven a true and reliable friend time and time again, I asked him for help, and he readily agreed to provide it. So, let's... Oh, I forgot to actually select the quest. Meet Dandelion in the morning at the Rosemary Thyme. Alright. So this way, it's currently about 3 a.m. That's technically morning.
No bread, no coin, morning.
Look all pretty suspicious to me.
What village are you from? Will Eyes. Since it here 2 days right. Well, another freak.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time. What? He never given me nothing but floppy diddly.
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but the madam, well, you know.
It's a material world, and I'm a material girl.
Is he perhaps upstairs? I don't see him anywhere here.
Fucking amazing. On top of me.
Zoltan.
Get out.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
I've had all those conversations with Zoltan, so... Well, it says that my objective is below, so... Before I go back downstairs, I want to take a look upstairs, because I don't think I've been up here yet. Quite a spacious room here.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time.
What? You never given me nothing but floppy diddly.
Don't know how to give, you can't receive.
Saying I'm no good at giving.
I haven't
give,
strength,
you've got to have
Geralt.
talent.
And
Perhaps you can talk some sense into him.
Hey, darling.
Easy.
Oh, see?
Well, it says to talk to him here, so I'm just going to meditate until 6.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Cabaret's theater of a kind. The decor should be theatrical. Boudoir styles the better fit for cabaret. Dandelion is doing this for you. You decide. Huh. Well, let's take it out of Dandelion's hands and give it to Priscilla.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
Both our lives have revolved around the stage, and Cabaret's a form of theatre, in a way. Fine. Let's do the theatre decor. I certainly hope it'll be to his liking.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, well. Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. I'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
Dandelion a rationalist? Don't think so. Or I think so too. You know, I've only seen him in this game, and I've only seen very scant amounts of times. While he is prone to hyperbole and over-the-topness, it is based in a rational foundation.
True enough. Adheres to the principle that a life enjoyed is a life well lived.
You needn't mock.
I'm not. I mean that. Nothing wrong with the principle. Dandelion just knows how to enjoy life. It's a good thing.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
You're fucking amazing. On top of me.
Find Dandelion. Oh boy. Dandelion get in trouble? No, that can't possibly have been what set this whole thing off.
He's moved out.
It's you! Yes, you! You got one! Wonderful.
Accidentally ran right into someone.
Polly, everything all right? Open up!
It's a brothel.
It's not a brothel.
No, but this placard sure claims otherwise. I know full well what sort of debauchery goes on in them dumps.
Polly, everything all right? Open up!
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Look for the key using your Witcher senses. Well,
Find anything?
few red things.
Not here. The key.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose, in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was putty in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rautlec's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rautlec?
Never heard of him? Hank Rautlec, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rautlec. You head back to the Rosemary, but Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
I will admit, it's always been a point of amusement for me when I offer to do something or give something to someone, and they're like, you know, can we really do this? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't have said it otherwise. Now, I understand sometimes it can be hard to believe that somebody would make an offer like that, but when people ask you for the thing you've already offered, it's just kind of amusing. Happened to be walking by and saw this exclamation point.
A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well. Ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war. That one and the next. But I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. Witcher's shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Well, there we go.
Looking for Rautlec.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred! You'll regret this, mutant.
If I could get out of the corner, that'd be great.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rautlec? Where's he?
Same place as always. Vegal Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Talk to Rautlec at the Vegelbund's residence. And just for the sake of clarity, it wasn't that they had backed me into the corner. I just got stuck on some of the terrain here. So for some reason, when I moved, Geralt didn't move. It happens in games sometimes. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, but I don't really care about it, so I guess let's head to the Vegelbud's residence and talk to Rautlec. Well, this is turning out to be quite the fetch quest.
Last chance to surrender unorthodox folks.
Hold on here. There is an armorer here, which I believe I was looking for a while back. See if they could craft any of the Witcher gear.
Top-notch swords.
Master-crafted armor. Think you could make me some?
Ooh, I did get my journeyman's papers, but I've yet to make anything akin to a masterwork. You might try in Velen. A dwarf there goes by Fergus. He might help. Guildsmen claim there's no one better anywhere south of the Pontar.
Willing to craft something for me?
Alright, I'm going to take a look and see if he can craft any of the Witcher gear. I will see you on the other side. Alright, well, it turns out he was able to make quite a few things. The only things that I haven't been able to make are the chest armor, because to make the base level griffin armor or the base level feline armor I need a shirt, and I don't have a shirt at the moment. It looks like I also need some hardened timber and some powdered monster tissue. Don't really know where to get that, but at the very least I have a bunch of the other stuff.
So long.
Last
So let's take a quick look at my inventory with all my new armor and stuff. So let's take a look first at the trousers, just because they're the first ones up. So feline trousers are +5, give me +5 attack power, minus 9% resistance to piercing, minus 12 resistance to slashing, +3 resistance to monsters, and +10 resistance to elemental damage. Also, if you equip 3 or 6 pieces of Witcher gear, you get an extra bonus. 3 gives you strong attacks, increase fast attack damage for 5 seconds by 10% for each piece of the set. Current bonus is 0. 6 gives you rear attack, deal 50% more damage, and also stun opponents for the cost of 1 adrenaline point. So let's first equip the feline trousers and compare that against the griffin trousers, which are enhanced griffin trousers, because I was able to get the enhanced griffin trousers level, which gives me +2 armor, +6 sign intensity, +2 resistance to piercing damage, +3 slashing damage, +4 damage from monsters, and +9 elemental damage. So let's go with the enhanced griffin trousers, because those are currently better. The Mahakaman trousers, give me better vitality, better piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage, but overall, I think the enhanced griffin trousers are better. Gauntlets. So I've got the enhanced griffin gauntlets, and I've got the feline gauntlets. So let's start with the feline gauntlets. So there's that. Actually, I should compare. Feline gauntlets gives me +15 armor, +5 attack power, +1 piercing damage, -1 slashing damage, +1 damage for monsters, +5 elemental damage. If I compare that to the enhanced griffin gauntlets, I get +2 armor, +6 sign intensity, +1 piercing, +2 slashing, and monsters, +1 elemental damage. Sure, let's go for the enhanced griffin gauntlets because it seems to be better overall at this time. Now, boots. So let's start with so I've got the feline boots and the enhanced griffin boots. So let's start with the feline boots. The alderfolk boots give me better sign intensity, better piercing, bludgeoning, slashing, monster, and damage. What the feline boots give me is they give me better attack power, but they also add to the set. So there we go, feline boots. Now if we compare that to enhanced griffin boots, I get +2 armor, +6 sign intensity, +1 piercing, slashing, and monster damage, +2 bludgeoning damage. So griffin boots seems to be the better all around at the moment. So there we go. So I am now wearing 3 pieces of the griffin armor set. I'm wearing the gloves, boots, and trousers, all in the enhanced level, but I don't have the chest armor currently. I'm also got an enhanced griffin steel sword, but a feline silver sword. So griffin silver sword is currently not as good as my feline silver sword. So apparently I have 2 feline silver swords and 1 enhanced feline silver sword, so can probably get rid of one of the feline silver swords. But I need to buy a shirt before I can actually get the chest armor. I'm going to call an end to the episode here, though. You know the drill. Click over there. Join me next time when we try and track down a shirt, so we can get, or actually a couple shirts, so I can get the Witcher armor, and then we'll head to the Vegelbud's residence to find Rautlec. See you then.
What you can buy today.